Hello, my fellow Transformers fans, and welcome to Seibertron.com's YouTube channel. This time around, we're going to take a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Siege WFC S9 Deluxe Class Autobot Hound. Here is a side-by-side of Deluxe Class Hound alongside a package version of him, just to give you a sense of what he looks like outside of the package in relation to how much space is in the package. It's a pretty nice update to G1 Hound. It's probably some of the best colors that we've had on Hounds since we've been getting Hound toys. Well, at least since the G1 Hound. Looks pretty cool. It's got various ports where you can stick his guns. You can swap spots there. You can put this one on his backside there. Even comes with a little, basically like it's supposed to be like his G1 wheel, which can attach to his larger gun via a peg here. Pretty nice looking Hound. There he is alongside his G1 self. Oops, who would like to get away? And we have Combiner Wars Hound. It's definitely a brighter green than this current incarnation of him. What else did we have for Hound? We have the Legends class Hound. Oh, and then of course, the Hound I thought would always be the definitive Hound. And maybe as far as colors, or as far as vehicle mode goes, it might be the best modern Hound as far as a Jeep Wrangler goes outside of the, there you go, and there's your various Hounds and vehicle mode. So while we have Hound in vehicle mode, let's see what we can do with them here. So I'm going to move his little accessory, which also has a 5mm port on the back. We'll just plug that in on his back there, put his gun here, and let's give him some fire drive action. So there he is with Battlemaster Fire Drive. For fun, we could add blowpipe. And I suppose we could add Lionizer, though I'm not quite sure where he would go in vehicle mode that would look decent. Maybe we could add Fire Drive to the side here and add him to the top like he's a gun instead. There you go. That's kind of goofy as all can be. Hey, that works for showing off what you can do with all three Battlemasters. So as I have demonstrated in another video, you can take the blast effects from the Battlemasters and add them to the larger deluxe figures. It looks kind of cool. I like seeing the contrast in colors. It's I almost think the blast effects look better on the larger figures than they do the actual Battlemasters themselves. And prior to transforming these, I just wanted to give a quick side-by-side of both of these Autobots side-by-side. Hound on the left and Sideswipe on the right, obviously. Good sized toys. A little smaller than previous incarnations, but I'm pretty happy with these guys. So as previously mentioned in one of the other videos, each of these accessories on Hound has a unique name, something we've not seen much of since G1, with the occasional exceptions here and there. This small green accessory, what I presume is his shoulder launcher, is referred to as the R10 IR electroscope launcher, assuming the IR stands for infrared. The black and silver accessory is the W5 Holobeam refraction blaster. And when you combine them together, you end up with the HD Vector Beam Mega Blaster. And there he is with that accessory. Though I think I prefer this on the outside edge there. And there you have it. More of like a submachine gun look. So here I'm going to transform Hound to robot mode, which is the opposite of how he comes packaged and the opposite of these instructions. So first thing I'm going to do is remove his accessories. We're going to flip out his arms here, lift up on this black trunk piece, whatever you want to call that. Let's see, pull out his feet. What does he want us to do here? Flip up his feet. Though I think it would be better to do this later, maybe for transforming to vehicle mode. This is the best spot to do this at, but we're going to untab this front section. Whoops. That's right, we'll just tab that back in. Alright, we're just going to untab these front sections here. Stuck in. There we go. And then we'll rotate his legs, his lower legs down. And this whole area is going to become his feet and legs. So we'll flip that down, tab this into the slot there. Flip down his... What am I doing wrong here? Oops, tabbed it in the wrong spot. Tab that into there. Flip his foot down. And again, we'll tab this into his leg here. Flip down his feet. Pull out his arms. Alright, we're going to flip out his shoulders far enough here so that we can end up flipping down his chest piece. And now these will fit in snugly there. He has wrist swivel. Then I think we'd flip this piece back in here alongside where the behind the windshield. Fold that in the back. I don't think it tabs into anything there. Oh, you know what? I take that back. There's a slot right here, corresponding tab right there. And we're gonna slide his headpiece back there, and that's it. Let's load him up with weapons. And we'll attach his tire, or whatever you want to call this accessory. And there's Hound in robot mode. He's pretty articulated. He has waist articulation. Courtesy of his transformation, he actually has
ankle articulation. Again, nice range of motion with his arms. Very similar to Sideswipe, except he also gains the wrist swivels, which Sideswipe does not have. And there you go. As are all of the Deluxes and Voyagers in this toy line. They're all very posable. Good color scheme. Kind of cool to see this be remolded into more of the Earth mode at some point. Maybe we'll get that. The artwork from the package seems to indicate that we'll at least be getting Cybertron Hotshot out of this, which is interesting. So there we go. There's Hound in robot mode. And his deluxe counterpart Sideswipe. Tossing flywheels here. And cog. There's Voyager class Optimus Prime, just to give you a little more sense of scale. Alright, so here's Hound alongside his other counterparts. Here we have Combiner Wars Hound, which is the last iteration of him. Definitely a brighter green than we have on Siege Hound. Here we have Legends Hound, or Legion Class Hound, whatever you want to refer to it as, which came out about 10 years ago, as did Classics Universe Hound, again, which I thought was going to be the definitive Hound from here on out, and perhaps it was, perhaps it still is. It's kind of cartoonish a little bit, definitely with the color palette on that one. Takara at some point came out with a darker version, or maybe it was Hasbro Asia came out with a darker version, which I no longer am in possession of to show comparison pics, so this will have to do. Well, then of course there's the one that started it all, G1 Hound. There's a pack of Hounds. Alright, so one more thing I'll show you. I'll put those away in just a second. The Battle Masters. I wanted to show the Battle Masters Hound and Sideswipe. I think Lionizer looks exceptionally good with Hound. Similar color scheme with the grays and the blacks. Looks pretty cool. And then you've got, of course, Fire Drive. Well, attaches a shoulder cannon. If I can find his blast effects. And then via the little pegs that they have on them, you can add little effects that make it look like Hound's taking fire. Boom, boom. You can complete with sound effects from Ryan Escuero. Oh boy. Or if we really want to get crazy, let's give him blowpipe just for fun. Where did that piece go? There it is. There you have Hound all battle mastered up. So in addition to adding the blast effects to make it look like he's under attack, you can also add them to the accessories of these larger figures too. So I think I really like this line. I don't want to mislead anyone. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining or anything. I would have liked to have seen some of these blast effects come with all of the figures. I get that it's a selling point on the Battle Masters. I would have liked to have seen them at least come with the Micromasters as well, since they have a weapon mode. I think that, especially to justify the price point, because I think those are... We should have either gotten 3 or 4 of them for the $10, or don't give us a third guy, but give us these blast effects, a set for each of the Micromasters. So basically 2 sets in every package, I think would have helped offset what I feel like is a wrong price point on the 2 packs of the Micromasters. And then there would have been more to do here. You could have blast effects everywhere. I think it's such a cool idea, just as a different expression on the Transformer toys, but to only have it come with a limited number, come with the Battle Masters that we've received at retail so far, I just don't think we're going to get to the full effect of how cool these could look if we had a whole variety of different blast effects. But for now, this is what we've got. And that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's Hound, and be sure to check out his gallery on Cybertron.com. There's a full-blown gallery with more photos than you'll ever know what to do with right there that I took last weekend, and same with Optimus Prime and some of the other guys here. All of Wave 1 is up and available for full gallery viewings. Please check it out when you get a chance on Cybertron.com. Thanks.